We are discussing greatest integer function. I have discussed properties of the greatest integer function and discussed some questions. Now let's discuss some more question and some more properties. So next properties are greatest integer function is greatest integer of x always lie between x minus 1 to x. Second is what? Greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of y plus greatest integer of x plus y will be always less than greatest integer of 2x plus greatest integer of 2y. Next property was what? Greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of x plus 1 by n plus greatest integer of x plus 2 by n plus dot dot up to greatest integer of x plus n minus 1 by n is equal to greatest integer of nx. N belongs to natural number. These are the three more properties. Now let's discuss questions based on these properties. So let's discuss question on this property. So what is the question? Solve greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of 2x plus greatest integer of 3x is equal to 8. How will you solve this question? There may be many methods. I will tell you here two methods which in general you can apply for any question of this type. Solution will be what? We know this property, greatest integer of x is always less than or equal to x and greater than x minus 1. This property will be used in limit chapter in sandwich theorem. This is very important property for sandwich theorem. Okay. Now let's do this question here. So first of all find the interval. We can find expected interval in which left hand side can give the value 8. Solution only exists if left hand side is what? Integer, right? Because greatest integer function can never give you fractional number. So left hand side must be integer. So what will be the possible interval? To find the possible interval, we can use this property. Okay. So greatest integer of x will be what? Less than or equal to x and greater than x minus 1. And greatest integer of 2x will be less than or equal to 2x and greater than 2x minus 1. Greatest integer of 3x will be 3x and greater than 3x minus 1, right? So now add these three. If you add these three, then this will be greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of 2x plus greatest integer of 3x less than or equal to x plus 2x plus 3x and less than left hand side is what? X minus 1 plus 2x minus 1 plus 3x minus 1. We are adding these three inequalities. Now the inequality will be what? Greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of 2x plus greatest integer of 3x will be 6x and this will be what? 6x minus 3, right? Now see here, solution only exists when value of left hand side will be what? Equal to 8. So this value must be 8 for solution to exist. For solution to exist, greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of 2x plus greatest integer of 3x must be 8, right? So substitute this value here. That means this will be 6x minus 3 less than 8 and greater than or equal to 6x, right? Now solve this inequality. Then this can be written as 6x minus 3 less than 8 intersection 8 less than or equal to 6x, right? So here x will be less than 11 by 6 intersection x will be greater than 11 by 6, right? So this can be written as what? X lies between what? Less than or equal to x lies between x is less than 11 by 6 and greater than or equal to 8 by 6. So this is the possible interval. This is the possible interval in which solution can exist. Okay. Now find out the specific interval in which solution will lie. So next one is what? Consider this interval in x less than 11 by 6 and greater than or equal to 8 by 6. Greatest integer will be what? Greatest integer will be what? This will be 1. Right? If you find this value is what? 1.33 to this value is 1.83. Value of this one if you find will be this one, and if you take greatest integer of this one it will give you 1, right? Any value which lie between 1.33 to 1.83, if you take greatest integer it will give 1, right? Now find out the 2x. 2x will be what? Less than 11 by 3 and greater than or equal to what? This will be 8 by 3. Okay. And if you take greatest this will be what? This will be how much? This will be 2.66. This will be 3.66, right? If you find the value of 2x from here, multiply both sides to, then 2x will lie between 8 by 3 to 11 by 3. And if you divide this, value will be what? This one. If you take greatest integer of this one, greatest integer of 2x, then it will give you what? It will give you integer either 2 or 3, right? Now find out the 3x. Then if you find 3x, multiply here 3, then it will be what? 11 by 2, and this will be greater than or equal to 8 by 2. That means it will be what? 4. This will be 4. If you multiply 3, it will be what? 8 by 2, that is 4. Now if you take this will be what? This will be 3x will be what? Greater than or equal to 4 and less than what? 5.5. And if you take greatest integer of 3x, this will give you either 4 or 5. It will give you two values, either 4 or 5. Now see here, greatest integer x is in the whole interval giving only 1. In the whole interval, greatest integer of 2x is either giving 2 or 3. And greatest integer of 3x either giving 4 or 5. Right? So we have to find the combinations of these sum of the combination which can give you 8 to exist our solution, right? So what are the possible combination? Possible combination can be possible combination are greatest integer x is equal to 1, greatest integer 2x will be what? 2, greatest integer of 2x will be 3 and greatest integer of 3x will be 4, right? If you sum these three, solution will be what? It will give you 8. This is the first possible combination, or greatest integer of x is equal to 1, greatest integer of 2x is equal to 2 and greatest integer of 3x is equal to 5. This will also give the possible solution 8. Okay. Only this possibility is to give sum of these 8, right? Either 4 plus 3 plus 1 or 5 plus 2 plus 1. There will be no more combination if you add these, right? So these are the two possible combinations. We have to find now solution for these respective intervals. So next one is what? Next one is we are finding, let's say we are finding for this one, first combination, right? So greatest integer of for greatest integer of x is equal to 1, greatest integer of 2x is equal to 3 and greatest integer of 3x will be equal to 4. First set, right? For first set, now find out this one. Greatest integer of x will be what? Less than or equal to x and greater than x minus 1. And what is giving? Greatest integer x is giving 1. That means 1 will be less than or equal to x and greater than x minus 1, right? So from here, x will be what? X will be greater than or equal to 1 and less than 2. If you solve this inequality, it will give this value. Now solve this one. 2x greatest integer will be less than or equal to x and greater than 2x minus 1, right? Now substitute the value of greatest integer 2x is equal to 3 here, then this will be 3 less than or equal to x and greater than this will be what? This will be 2x minus 1. So this is what? This is giving you the value x greater than or equal to 3 and less than 4 by less than 2, right? This is what here? 2x. This is 2x. This is 2x. So this will give you 3 by 2 to 2. Now next one, find out this one. So greatest integer of 3x will be less than or equal to x and greater than or equal to 3x minus 1. And greatest integer of 3x is what? 4. Substitute here 4. So this will be less than or equal to x and greater than or equal to 3x minus 1. So this will be what? Greater than or equal to 4 and this is 4. 3x here. 3x. So this will be 4 by 3 to what? 5 by 3. Right? So these are the possible intervals in which they will give you respective values. Now find out the intersection. We have to find out the intersection. So this will be what? Intersection here, here, intersection. Now take intersection of these, all these. So this will be what? This will be, this is what? This is 2 and this is 1.5 and this is 1 and the next one is what? 4 by 3 and this is 1 and right, these are the values. So first one vary from 1 to 2, right? Second one vary from 1.5 to 2 and third one vary from 4 by 3 to 5 by 3. 5 by 3 will be here. This will be what? 5 by 3. So this one will be 4 by 3 to 5 by 3. Right? So if you take intersection of all these three, so all this is the common point, right? So I am writing this value here. Next one, greatest integer 1, greatest integer of 2x is equal to 2 and greatest integer of 3x is equal to 5. So if you take intersection of this, then this will be what? Greater than or equal to 1.5, that means 3 by 2 and less than 5 by 3. So this is the possible solution for the first case, which is giving greatest integer 1, greatest integer 2x is equal to 3 and greatest integer of 3x is equal to 4. From that we are getting this interval. So this is the first interval in which solution will exist, right? So first answer is what? X belongs to 3 by 2 to what? 5 by 3. This is the first case solution. Now find out the second case solution, when it will give you what? It will give you 1 and it will give you 2 and it will give you what? 5. Right? Now substitute these values here. So for first one it will be this one. For second one, substitute here 2. Then it will be, what will be the possible value? It will be 1 and this will be what? 3 by 2. Substitute here 5. Then this will be what? This will be 5 by 3 and this is less than 2. Right? Take intersection. If you take intersection, this is how much? This is 1.66 and this is what? 1.5. So there will be no intersection. So if you take intersection here, x will be what? X is equal to 5. So final answer will be what? This is the final answer. In this set, in this possible combination, there will be no interval. So this is our final answer. So answer is what? X belongs to 3 by 2 close bracket to 5 by 3 open bracket. Right? So this is our answer. Second method, there will be a second method which can use LCM method. Right? Now we will discuss this. Second method is what? Second method. We have found possible interval is what? Was 11 by 6 and greater than or equal to 8 by 6. This was the possible interval, right? And see here, length of this one, length of length of x is 1 unit to change the value. Right? Greatest integer of x will change the value after every length of one interval, length of one, right? And greatest integer of 2x will change the value at every length of 1/2 unit, right? If you add 1/2, next 1/2 it will change the value, right? Similarly, greatest integer of 3x will change the value at every length of 1/3 unit, right? Now the whole common change will be what? Common change for greatest integer x, greatest integer of 2x, greatest integer of 3x will be LCM of 1, 1/2, 1/3. That means it will be what? It will be 1 unit. How will you take LCM of these numbers? Take HCF of numerators, take LCM of numerators and HCF of denominator. HCF of denominators will be what? HCF of denominators will be 1 and LCM of numerator will be what? 1. That means all three greatest integers will change the value at every length of 1 unit interval. Right? So now discuss this one. This is what? 4/3 to 11/6. First interval in which they can change the value, right? It will be what? How much it will be? It will be 3 this is how much? 1 point. This is how much? 1.33. And greatest integer of 2x will change at what? This will change at value. If we take this one as what? 3/2, less than 3/2. Greatest integer of 2x, first greatest integer of 2x was what? 2, and next one it will give 3. Now when it will give you 2, then x will be what? 1 to 3/2. That means from beginning 4/3 to up to 3/2, it will give you what? It will give you 1. After that, after this interval, in this interval, greatest integer of 2x will give you what? Greatest integer of 2x will give you 2. After this one, after 3/2, that greatest integer of 2x will give you 3, right? So first interval will be what? 4/3 to 3/2. In this interval, greatest integer of x will be 1, greatest integer of 2x will be what? It will give you how much? it will give you 2, and greatest integer of 3x, it will give you how much? This will give you how much? This will give you 4. So no solution. In this one, no solution. Right. Now find out the next interval. If you sum these, you will get what? 7. So, and 7 is equal to 8. That will not satisfy. Now find out the next interval. What will be the next interval? X will be greater than or equal to 3 by 2 and less than what? Less than 5 by 3. We have next interval in which they have changed their value. In this interval, greatest integer of 2x will be what? 1. Greatest integer of x will be 1. Greatest integer of 2x will give you 3. And greatest integer of 3x will give you what? 4. In this interval, if you sum, left hand side will be equal to right hand side. So this is our solution interval. Now next one, find out this is the solution will exist. Solution will exist in this interval. Right. Why we have found first interval? First interval was what? 4 by 3. And next one is what? Next one was 1.5. Next one is what? Next one is 3 by 2. Next one is 5 by 3 to what? 5 by 3 to 5 by 3 to next interval kind will be 2. In this interval, greatest integer of x will be what? It will give you 1. And greatest integer of 2x will give you what? It will give you 3. And greatest integer of 3x will be 5. So in this interval, no solution. These are the possible cases. Now, why we are changing these intervals? Why we are changing these intervals? See here, x was what? 4 by 3 to 11 by 6. This was our value, possible interval. So first interval we can consider. How will you consider the first interval? First interval 4 by 3 to, how will you take the right part? Right part will be how much? Right part, I told for this one 1 unit length, this one 2 unit, this one will be what? 1 by 2 unit length, and for this one was what? 1 by 3 unit length, right? These are the possible length of units in which they can change the value. So if you add here, lowest length of interval will be what? Lowest length of interval will be here 1 by 3. And if you add here 1 by 3, in this value, 4 by 3 plus 1 by 3, it will give you 5 by 3, right? And 5 by 3 will be greater than what? 3 by 2, right? Greater than 3 by 2. That means we found for greatest integer 2x length of interval, we found before 3 by 2 it will give you what? It will give you 2. And after 3 by 2 it will give you what? 3. So that's why this is coming what? If you add here 1 by 3, this is coming 5 by 3, and which exceeds the value of 3 by 2. So before that we are taking what? 3 by 2, and after that 3 by 2 to 5 by 3, and next interval you can take next length of that one. this is the next one, 3 by 2 to what? After that what? Next one will be how much? If you add here 1 by 3, 3 by 2 to next interval will be what? Obviously here 5 by 3. And after that, after 5 by 3, you can add more one value, 5 by 3 to plus 1 by 3 and 5 by 3 plus 1 by here. What is coming? Next value. This will be what? This will be 2, which is before that 11 by 6. So next interval you can take 11 by 6. So I have discussed two methods. Whatever the method you suit, you can follow those.